ready?
Good afternoon, class. We are from Intel Marketing and Analytics teams. Are here to optimize on one of our successful marketing campaign. Myself, Sushruta, Andy, Kevin, Marcelo, Stephanie, and Wade are here to present upon our case problem. As it is well known, we are the world leader in innovation by developing technologies in the silicon innovation world with providing advancements for human life. The marketing team are focusing on getting to know the consumer behavior directly, as we are famous for our tagline Intel Inside. Our main objective was to create an exciting campaign to establish the perception of the Intel end users directly, and to create the brand awareness by driving the sales and understanding consumer behavior on a first hand. We introduced our campaign Catch and Win in 6 of the countries of Asia Pacific. Impression, click-through rates, and social impressions were the main metrics to measure our campaign success. And we have modified our plan to optimize by including 9% of agency fee, which was not originally considered.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about our data and how we use it. So we have different types of ad. We have the marketplace that are shown in Facebook in the top right-hand side. We have the premiums that are shown in the stories, in the feeds, and we have the mobile that appear as well in Facebook, but in the phones. From those impressions, we get the standard impressions. We can transform that in clicks, because none of the impressions are clicks. We have that; it's our standard path. We also have a bonus path for saying. We have bonus impressions that are gained to our viral effect. If the ads are shown in the feeds of people for example, our friends, it's more likely that people are gonna click at the end. Then from these bonus impressions, we get the bonus clicks that are gained from the bonus impression multiplier by the social conversion. All these clicks that we get at the end, hopefully, it transforms in downloads. That is our objective. We want to have more people downloading our app. Also, the premium ads are the ones that cost the most. They impact the most, but also we have to make pay attention because we have a restricted budget. So what do we want to do? We want to maximize the clicks. The clicks are impressions times the rate. So our function objectives, we take care of our 3 ad types that are marketplace, premium clicks, and mobile clicks. That is our standard path. And we have the bonus part. That includes the clicks times the social impression multiplier and the conversion, that is our CTR. We have a few constraints. First, it's decided that we have the impressions should be between the 75% and 125% of the original plan proposed. We have a limited budget of $95,000, and the agency fee is charging a 9% cost that we didn't include at first, so we have to do the modifications. We ran the model, and so we're gonna compare. In the original plan that we had, we were able to have 131,000 clicks. Due to the reduction and the optimization problem, we obviously get less clicks. And we have 2 markets, and it's Philippines and Pakistan, that we reach up to the max availability for impressions. And we saw that in these 2 markets, doing research, we can improve by 200 impressions. That is another scenario that is with mobiles, and we will get at the end more clicks. I'm gonna let Marcelo continue explaining the scenarios.
Thank you, Stephanie. And I think that it makes a very good case about why do you hire a data analyst to take care of your marketing data. Because at first, when we look at those impressions and we see that there's a lot of those impressions that were kind of calculated by hand, looking at Indonesia, treating Indonesia, Malaysia, and Philippines as the same, or Pakistan, for instance, as an underrated market. But when I look at marketing research and we look at the data about Facebook usage in Pakistan, for instance, we see that Intel's Facebook fan page in Pakistan is the third page in Facebook with more likes in the country. And besides, we have a huge penetration of mobile users in Pakistan. This is the second or the third biggest penetration for mobile devices in Asia. And Philippines as well has a huge amount of penetration. It's a developing country with a lot of opportunity for us to increase sales, increase attention and impressions. And this was shown clearly for us in the sensitivity analysis. When we looked at the constraints that we had, it didn't make any sense to keep 125% as a constraint for us in ads for Pakistan and Philippines. So we decided to try to increase this constraint for 200%. And what we saw is that we got an increase of almost 50% in the number of impressions with the same budget. So for us, it would be very interesting to see that, because of the loss that we got with the 9% reduction on the fee for the marketing agency, we got almost the same amount of clicks with 90%